outlaw suggestive lyrics, erotic dancing, even public kissing. It would be forbidden for women to show so-called sensual body parts, meaning anything from the neck to the knee. A commercial model like Isabel Yaya could be arrested for wearing a bikini.
Now, one thing we've discussed in the past is if you're in another country, be careful of what happens. We got two stories. This is one of two stories we're going to be discussing about laws overseas. And the thing about it is, whether you think it's the government doing it purposely or just someone that basically didn't realize the laws on there and failed to not read up what's good or bad in the country, it's going to happen. You can't avoid it to the situation. The only thing you could do is try to follow the law as best as possible so you don't run into a situation like this. And we've discussed about laws with dealing with pornography in several countries. There are countries that are right now trying to ban pornography, prostitution, the adult industry. Some have already shut down. Like we had a video last week and had a lot of views on it on one of our platforms and a lot of discussion on it. Nigeria is a place where pornography is being shut down completely, whether it's straight or gay. You know, you already have a situation there where they don't like gay people in Nigeria. As far as the laws, you know, they basically they're against homosexuality in there. You know, and I tell people, and it says, you know, when you're here, when it comes to your rights and stuff like that, look what's going on overseas. Listen to what's going on there, and listen to this. Out of XBiz, another Instagram influencer detained by Bali authorities for indecent content. Another Instagram influencer has been detained in Bali and being investigated by the police there, who accused the creator of creating and selling porn on social media. The unidentified content creator, whom authorities has identified as a YouTuber, was apprehended in the Kuta area of Bali, a popular picturesque destination for international travelers and video creators. Also detained were two other people accused of helping the individual in producing pornographic content. The chief of Bali's police cyber crimes unit, and I'm sorry if I butcher this, Nanang Prihasamoko, confirmed to CNN Indonesia that the authorities are still investigating the case in search of strong evidence to make the arrest. Under Indonesia's harsh 2008 obscenity law, Law 44, porn creators and distributors may face up to 6 years in prison. Local English language news site Kokono Bali explained. Indonesia is the largest Muslim majority country in the world. The report continued. The country's ambiguous pornography laws have led to the jailing of people over adult content, leaked sex tapes, including celebrities. Even so, some Indonesians still break the law, with a number of content makers active on adult platforms such as OnlyFans, which is popular among sex workers. Last month, as Xpix reported, Russian influencer Alina Fazlieva was arrested after posing an Instagram-safe semi-nude photo taken during her stay in Bali, in which she could see leaning against a large tree with intricate roots, with her arms and legs covering her nipples and pubic area. Reoccurring arrests of influencers and other people making content they share online are constant reminders that adult performers who shoot content away from their home regions should be aware of the laws and penalties for the production and distribution of what could be considered pornography by local authorities. This is true. You could be semi-nude, you know, wearing a top that, you know, see-through, stuff like that. They would consider that pornography. You know, and this is what you got to be careful of. As beautiful as the country of Bali is, sometimes you got to think twice before doing something that may get you a jail sentence. A year ago, an incident in which a couple posted a TikTok video that was noticed by locals became known as the local press of the porn villa, or the viral villa affair. The video includes a caption, "Welcome to our new porn villa," and featured identifiable Balinese landmarks which appeared to identify the popular resort location in the Umas area. Bali Police Commissioner told the press at the time that the authorities were in the process of posting signs warning tourists that pornography is a criminal offense in Indonesia. The Indonesian press typically amplifies any scandals with sensationalistic headlines, blasting any perceived sexual activity, peculiarly by Buell, and often derogatory word that denotes the foreigner and a Caucasian. And this is the things that goes on. You know, there are, and I've said this in many other stories. You have to be careful. You have to be careful where you go, and understand the laws that are in that country. Because basically, you could be walking in, say, for example, just like our next story that's coming up. You know, you could be with a vaping pen with CB oil, and you get arrested at the airport. You know, because something is legal in one country doesn't mean it is legal in another. And it's the same thing and vice versa when you come to the U.S. There are certain laws in the U.S. that, you know, overseas may be legal, but it's not legal here. Understand, when you go on vacation, especially if you're a content creator, know your laws. Brush up on the laws and regulations, especially if you're going filming. Worked with people that basically they worked in Asia, Thailand specifically, and this is before the internet. They've had to film stuff, martial arts stuff. They had, I think one was a movie that they filmed over there. There were laws. I mean, same laws that are there today, were different back then, but still there were laws that you had to abide by. And, you know, especially when you're filming, you have to be very careful because you could be detained. There are plenty of videos on YouTube of YouTube influencers and stuff like that that have had issues getting in and out of countries because of maybe the content that they've shot or basically the equipment they've brought in. That also, you got to be careful also. There are laws of certain things you can bring in and out of a country. You have to be careful on that. This is the nature of the situation on there. So comment below, subscribe, like, share, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye now.